Welcome back to our Goblin Shaman SOVL run. This will be part 2. We should be aiming to defeat the rest of Act 1 and fight our way into Act 2 this part. I think where we left off, yes, we picked up a few more troops. We have to finagle our way around this, hopefully. It's a bit blasphemous to say, but I do hope we sustain a casualty here to fix this. Having the ablative wounds is nice, but it's going to be a bit of a mare deployment. Everything else is largely the same. So we beat the elite, so we're back to normal fight here, quote unquote, so this should be a touch easier. Against an elf patrol, so just as fast as we are. I'm going to be dealing with a lot of rather nimble enemies on this one. There's going to be, I think, 3 of them, a unit of light cav, unit of heavy cav, and a chariot. So we don't have the shooting output to kill anything before it reaches us, so we're going to have to deal with all 3. So if we're clever, what I'll do is I put the archers here, because they should come barreling their way towards that there, and I can maybe use these to flank them. And if I have anything take a charge, you would want it to be the troll, so I'll have you there, so that you can maybe direct someone's attention as well. Good, he's there. So if we're lucky, you'll target this one. They're forced to go first, which is great. That would be nice, because then I can flank charge them there, but what's going to happen, he's going to come barreling forward. So if I can instead delay a touch, if I get far enough to escape, I can. Interesting. So just put him through there. Actually, if I'm clever, what I can do is probably put you on that side. He's going to come charging down here. I'm not going to be able to catch him on his way out, I'm afraid, no matter how I try and squeeze this. Because to get there, I need to... Let's give it a go. A bit more precise. Let's do it right from the start and twist our way over. That doesn't work. So that's about as fine as I can get it. So he'll come far enough forward, probably, to escape me there. So I can't. But it's worth a try, isn't it? Okay, they do pretty much exactly what I want them to do there. I can now come forward here and flank them. Excellent. They're going to come forward. Yeah, they got out of range there. So, what do you think? I could take the front charge. What's the skill? They have equal skills, so they'll get 2, 4, 6, 8 attacks. And then for bag cranks, you only get a single attack per guy. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 attacks. So equal skills, so they get about 6 hits. But we force them to reroll because of pungent stench, so their 6 hits will on average become about 3 hits, and then there'll be power 3 plus 2 in the charge is power 5, so power 5 gets defense 5. I should only take about 1.5 wounds. I should be okay. Honestly, just to accept the charge, I'll take no damage, but game being what it is, if I'm very clever, what I could try and do is get out of their way but still hit these on the side. I think I can manage it. Don't have to be that precise. We're definitely out of everyone's ranges there, no one can touch me, but I can definitely still hit them. Perfect. Why not? We might as well fire a volley off with these archers. We're just going to hit them in the side anyway, so we don't need to worry about being caught in their charge arc. Killing. Okay, this is going to be trivial. Just amazing damage with that volley. Good job, short bows. So he's going to declare, but no hope. And here we'll put you into the side, and we'll wait for whatever decision these make. They'll probably start harassing my poor wolf riders here. Yeah, it's going to turn. That's annoying, because now what's going to end up happening is, if I don't do something about it, they're going to end up hitting my trolls in the side, so I'm going to have to do this. What I can do, because I have superior movement to them, is I can move beyond their range and still be in charge range of them. Which is okay, I'll have to take that one on the front. Spells wise, this is laughable, so we want to focus over here. We're power 6 when we go on the charge, because of great weapons will add 1 more, which is good, so we don't need any help with power, it's with defense, because it's not going to change the math, so Primal Fury to allow us to reroll our hits is the most worthwhile thing we can do. And that's fine from there. You just stand there and look pretty, you're not going to... Your participation in this round is over, I'm afraid. Can we do 2 wounds to a chariot? Yeah, no problem. Come on, kill a guy. Yes, perfect. So it's a loss of a single attack, and it makes it a lot easier for me to deploy. So I have equal skills, so this is where Primal Fury is going to help a tiny bit, but good enough. And it would just do 8 wounds instantly. You can't possibly lose a troll, because they've only got 2 attacks, and even if they work through, we'll just regenerate, so we're definitely fine. They run far enough away that they're not going to get in my way, which is good. Charge. Ah, blast, I can't do it because I'm not close enough and they went first. Sorry, trolls, this is going to hurt a lot. I'll have to put them into the side there. It's not... Well, again, from the kind of numbers that we figured out in our head, we should be able to just ignore them for the most part. This unit... Maybe my archers can continue to push. I'll put you there. And I'll have my archers come... I don't think they have the range to catch them this turn, but maybe next turn they can finish them off for me. And then here we'll get you around such that you can hit these on the side. No spells this turn. Here we go. So it should be 6 hits, which is then reduced to... Great, I can't possibly lose one. We're fine. Going to do 1 damage, so it's just a question of whether or not we run away, which we probably will because we lost and we have terrible discipline. Yeah, fair enough. As long as I don't lose one, I don't care. You're going to do that? Not this time, sunshine. We'll just see if we can probably kill you without having to get into melee with you. They shot me. Okay, I forgot they had a ranged option. Now, can I get close enough to shoot them without entering their range? Oh yeah, no problem. So you get to about there. That should be enough. It's a good hit roll. Yeah, they're very squishy. They're only light cavalry. The trolls do rally, so in case that becomes relevant. And then here, I think we've got a choice to make. So we have worse skill than them, so the rerolls would be nice because it moves us from 50% hitting to 75%, so just a big 25% modifier. And in terms of the power, where 3 will become 4 because we charged, and then Primal Fury will make us 5, so we'll be equal. So we'll get 75% hits and another 4-up save. If we use Hex of Ruin instead, we'll get 50% hits, and they'll have a 5-up save because they'll be reduced to 2, but we'll only be power 4. There's only 2 different. So what are those 2 things? I think mathematically it's better to have the reroll and let them a slightly better save because we could just end up missing everything. I'll look at the numbers and have a look at that, but I think this is the correct approach from a numerical standpoint. So yeah, Nizzle's going to go. He's hit them twice. 2 blast, 2 snares, and then the unit itself 4s. So yeah, a lot of extra hits because of the... Yeah, I think that's definitely the way to go about it. They might hack off a guy. No, I got lucky and saved them both. Great. And they run, because of course they do. You've been overwhelmed by our goblin superiority. We lost the exact Wolf Rider I wanted to lose, which is great. So Nizzle leveled up. At this point we're just going to take the gold income, because we don't care about either of those, so more goblin greed, please. The Wolf Rider's leveled. Ooh! As does it, yes, more gold, more gold, more gold, more gold, more gold. Yum, delicious gold. And the Goblin short bows. Probably go reroll 1s, because they're more of a combat unit than anything else. And this turn at last, I'm in a position where I'm going to increase their size to make them a little bit more effective, because we'll get plenty of gold off of these 2 units. Perfect. Okay. Now for the next one, I'm going to go to this random event. The justification being that it's going to be preferable to get to here rather than having to waste our time going to the camp. Because at the camp we would heal units, but basically everyone's at... Yes, we could get a couple more guys off of some of these when you have a look at their depletion. So we get 4 Goblin short bows or some Wolf Riders that I don't want. So honestly, I think we'd be happy just to leave it as it is and go for another fight instead to generate the gold. So we'll go down this way. Okay, it's weird. I've never seen that happen before. It's duplicated itself. So we can purchase a mount for our Goblin. It's not a bad idea, honestly. It reduces to 340. I don't know if that's enough to buy another unit. We might price ourselves out of purchasing a unit, which would be unfortunate. But it would be. But these are very cheap for what they offer. The downside is that do we really want the Goblin? I think it would be worth it. We buy one of these 2 Tyrannosaurs. Which one do you think? Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, catch a kind of let me go. You are the one that I will choose. That one. That one is good. Higher. We immediately get a level, which is cool. Oh, that's incredible. Okay. So yeah, the Tyrannosaurs from the Saurian Reptilian Kingdoms faction, so you get all of their kind of upgrades. So Serpent Aspect is they get these weird aspect upgrades. So unit gains poisoned attacks, reroll 6s on damage save, which is basically the enemy has to reroll their successful 6 saves, which is nice. But Salamander is unbelievable because it means that you effectively have the same ability of regeneration that the trolls have, where if you take any damage, what ends up happening is if it doesn't outright kill you in that one turn, then by next turn you've just regenerated full anyway. At 6 wounds at defense 5, you're basically immortal. So we've just effectively recruited an unkillable Tyrannosaur, which I think is a pretty good deal. Okay, so Nizzle, you've gone from our weakest unit to perhaps our heaviest hard-hitting unit. Good, nice upgrade for you there. The shop, oh, we can still buy a unit, that's nice. Just, so we can get the Goblin Shaman, a buddy for Nizzle, and some more archers at the cost of basically any and all upgrades. Alternatively, you can buy a stone thrower. Do I really want? I don't really want artillery this one. We can do that later. The plate barding would be really nice, but I think I'm just shy of being able to buy. No, I'm okay. 303 and then 35, 333. Oh yeah, I can get both of those. Great. Okay, so that's what I'll do. So there's some spells up here I could in theory buy for Nizzle to do some damage, but I think he's going to be more of a melee lord at this point. So we'll take you immediately. We get an ability. I'll take the reroll ones, so they do some actual damage. And we have just enough gold for one thing. Yeah, the reason why I want plate barding so badly is because it moves the Tyrannosaur from defense 5 to defense 6, which in this case means he's just completely invincible because all of the power, basically any unit that you'll come across is at a maximum of power 5, so he gets at least a 3-up save, and all the shooting will bounce off of him, so he's never going to die. You could argue that his wounds and defense is so high already that you needn't really bother, and you could probably spend it on something else, but I like it for the certainty's sake. You just never have to be concerned about him dying ever again. So there you go. Super invincible Tyrannosaur. As well as an extra Goblin Shaman. So he'll come with Primal Fury as well, so I don't have to and over what I use and what anymore. The double spellcaster build is actually pretty powerful in SOVL. You have a lot of control over what you want your magicians to be doing in any given turn. We're going first, that's fine. Let's put the archers on the flanks, because they should in theory draw something towards them. When that happens, we can then use the really nimble Goblin Riders to probably jump on them and get nice and hard. They'll have something back there that we want to get onto. Put those back a bit. They're going to have some sort of archer unit at the back, I would suspect, so having one of these stomp forward and just get up there to kill it as quickly as possible would be a good idea. I'll probably have you there, because what I can do is get you forward to intercept whatever comes after those archers on that side. So something like this. Okay, so we've got no archer units, just some cavalry, which we've pretty much already gamed out here. So we're just going to be dealing with these spearmen. So let's just have you stomp forward. Not close enough to get caught yet or anything, that would be very silly. I think you're out of range. I might have gone a bit too far forward, actually, we'll see. They've done what I thought they would do. Yes, they might kill a couple short bows. Oh well. Sorry guys, you are somewhat disposable, it must be said. We'll come forward and flank them. Yeah, I can see them, they can't see me. Majority, or in fact entire unit in the side. Perfect flank. Before they come, ooh, it's going to be close. I think I've just stayed out of their range. We'll see whether or not they actually catch me. They're going to come forward, which is fine, I can just wait for them. In fact, I can do this to buy a bit of time. I'll reduce their numbers a bit, make my life easier for my Wolf Riders. You're actually able to do a decent amount of damage now once you get enough of them. It's low quality shooting, but it's a lot of low quality shooting. Here, do we want to engage one of these swordsman units, these spearman units? Probably. I'll probably win, and I'm not going to risk dying or losing wounds or anything, so I think it's a good idea. I'm intentionally going to allow the enemy to see me so that they can declare a charge. The reason I'm doing this is that with a spear unit, what you should do is not charge, because their special property is that unlike hand weapon and shields or halberd, they get to fight in 3 ranks rather than the normal 2. But that's only if you're stationary. If you charge, then you lose it. So obviously the AI is not very smart though. If it's got a melee unit and it can reach you, it will declare a charge anyway. So I'm going to allow them to hit me, charge them back, and we'll do and I should just win straight combat. So yeah, it's good. They come forward as we thought they would. And yeah, we can easily outflank them here. Side. You're going to do the same thing. Forward you come. Fours, we roll 1s. Okay, so that makes it nice and easy to hack through them with our upcoming unit. We'll have 3 combats, which means I am going to have to pick someone not to be support them, but it shouldn't be that hard, let's be honest. Intercept. I'm going to voluntarily accept that one. And intercept. Perfect. In. Right, so I'm going to have to do something about this now. What are the odds of the spearman actually being able to kill a troll, do you think? We can kind of get that. So they'll charge me, because they're idiots. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they get 12 attacks with worse skill, so they'll hit 6 times, halved again, which will be 3 times, and then I'll have a 3-up save. I should only take a single wound on average. So I think I'm more than happy to stand there and just pummel them to death. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want to put them in there, because otherwise they would be able to flank charge my poor Tyrannosaur, which I'm not going to allow them to do. Getting the only thing left to do are the archers, and can I reach them over there, do you think, to get a shot? Probably not. The woods are going to get in the way. Nah, no chance. And my 2 spellcasters. Okay, so of the 3 fights, who needs the most help? This unit has backstabbers, so it's already re-rolling. It's already going to be 3 to hit. That shouldn't be much too hard. The 2 units I probably want to help are this one, because they're heavy cav, and this one, because he's fighting a lot of them. Now, the strength of the Tyrannosaur is already 6, and it'll go up to 7 on the charge, so we don't need any help for Hex of Ruin is irrelevant, because we're already doing max damage there. Yes, it would help Nizzle slightly, but he's not necessarily our primary damage dealer, so we're going to use Primal Fury on ourselves. Careful. We're going to use Primal for this one, because then I think I want to use Hex of Ruin over there. So we'll have one of them Primal Fury, the other. And I'll just stand there in case they hold and you can side charge them or something. And then here, to help with this one, we can either Primal Fury or Hex of Ruin. They have better skill and defense 5, so it'll be 3, 4 with charge, 5 for Primal Fury. So again, I think numerically this way you probably want the re-rolls and a slightly better save for them than Hex of Ruin. See it? So 4s, 1 hit from Nizzle. Ah, they don't. Always a shame when he doesn't kill a guy. So they're going to hit me back. Unless I die outright, it doesn't matter. I take a single wound because they're only power 3 and I'm defense 6, so we're fine. 6 attacks from the Tyrannosaur. 4 times. 2 of them. Not great. They've got great, but they're not going to run away because they've got so many ranks and that they get buffers to their discipline, so they're okay. And here this should be relatively straightforward, yet they're all dead. I don't lose one because we only landed a single hit, so we're fine. Over here we're also hoping that this is kind of easy. Yep. Again, you've only landed 1 blow, so I'm fine. So you roll double 1, you've had it. Good, that's the flanks completely mopped up. Counter. Confirm charge. Okay, so now we're going to start getting you guys around. I'm a little bit scared of putting them into the side because they're going to end up... I might end up losing the extra guy. I don't think I can get around. I can wait another turn and get to the rear, I suppose, if it's that big a concern. I'm not overly concerned about the units that are engaged because they've got regeneration, so they should be fine to wait a turn for me to effectively get around here. Next turn I can definitely get them both to the side. Spells-wise, I've got a lot to use. I think Hex of Ruin is now worth it because they've got... I've lost power 7, so crippling them down is good. And here, I'm going to use Primal Fury on Trolls because they benefit from going up to 6 and then 7 with the charge gets them over their defense 4, and the rerolls are exactly where you'd want them, so nothing you could do, archers, you can't help. I suspect I may lose these combats, but it doesn't matter. Hey, Nizzle got one. Way to go. This is going to hurt, yeah, and then 2s. Oh no, I took 2 wounds, which are actually 0 wounds. Oh, we hit every time this time, never mind. Okay, we did even better than last time somehow. And they break. Never mind, I was completely wrong. Okay, so unless they roll unbelievably well, I'm not losing a troll, we're fine. Take by a single wound. Hey, we gamed that out correctly. 11, yeah, they kill 9 of them. And they break. Really can't stand up to these units. So we got goblin support in the back and fast flanking goblins and a couple hard-hitting sledgehammers to send down the middle. Wounds, everyone's fine. Oh, that's a weird intro. Okay, so I think what's going to happen is when I start the next fight, he's going to be on 5 of 6, and then when it turns over to the next round, turn 2 of the fight, he'll immediately just go back up to 6 wounds. So you don't really have to ever care about that. So gold, you're fine, you're gold. 6 is the number we want, so gold, you're also fine, it's max gold. Short bows could take a little bit more and it'd be even stronger, but honestly 18 is fine at this point, what do we care? All gold all the time. We are absolutely rich. Great, into the boss. There's nothing we need to rearrange, everyone is exactly how we'd want it. I guess you could technically want a 6th one there, but we'll do that later. Against Marius the Undying, so we're dealing with undead. So it's a weird trade-off where they won't run away because they're undead and they'll just hold on forever, and we won't run away because we'll just keep regenerating. So again, I'm going to put the archers on the flanks to distract stuff. I'm going to put you in positions to leap forward and catch whoever comes to try to bother them. And the 2 sledgehammers can just be waiting back here to see what they want to go into and start hitting. So they've got a couple fast units we have to contend with, this one and this one. That's great, you commit suicide with that unit. Who do you want to deal with it? The Tyrannosaur or the Wolf Riders? Probably the Tyrannosaur, actually. Because I can use the Wolf Riders to distract those annoying skeletons who are going to come barreling towards me. Yeah, you got to there, that's fine. Can I get the trolls over there? I can, interesting. I'm inclined to do so. The reason being is that I'm going to get stuck there for a while. The Skeleton Knights are never going to run away. Which leaves me, yes, I could get my Goblin Wolf Riders into the side, no problem. The zombies are then going to step forward and hit me in the side, which is going to be a real pain in the neck because they're not going to die quickly. They've got 16 wounds worth of Skeleton Knights we have to hack our way through. So the Wolf Riders, they'll win combat, but they won't get through them in time. So I'm going to voluntarily put my trolls in the front. They're not going to be able to charge, so it's going to be 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 attacks into me. They'll get, again, 3 hits on average. I take 1 wound, yeah, fine. So we're going to put them there. They're not going to charge me because I'm going to intercept them at least. So let's speed this up a bit and strip them of some of their wounds. That's long range. I'm not willing to get into short range because I'll probably end up getting in the way of my own charge. Because I'd have to get that green bar all the way to here, which is just about the limit of my move. Well, we're a little bit cheeky, so draw a straight line from there to there. Oh yeah, we're definitely fine there. And it's short range. Good, we got there. No need to be so precious about it. Couple of hits. Any wounds we do here just help us mathematically in a second when we go in. Great. Thank you very much, short bows. Much appreciated. They're going to start trudging forward. I think my goblins are going to get caught in the side here, even if I do try this, I'm afraid. Yeah, so that's okay. Into the side you go. Let's wipe out that unit. Alternatively, I could just leave it to the trolls. And I could instead have these dance around these until the trolls win, push through them, and then help me wrap around and deal with these. I'll see how I feel. These aren't going to matter. You just, I don't know, shoot the direwolves, I guess. You might actually just kill the whole unit. They're pretty fragile. No, decent damage, but they are still there. We'll have to charge into them. And they're going to start making their way up there. I'm going to use this as a distraction. I'm not going to charge any of these bricks yet. The reason being that, yes, I've got nice flanks on them, but a single unit isn't going to hack through them. They're then going to turn around and start scraping wounds off of my guys, which is not appreciated. Charge. They're going to hit me back. Am I fine to let that happen? Well, if I do, the problem is they're going to come forward and will probably reach my poor trolls anyway. So let's just get rid of them this turn. Yeah, it's going to be grim for my poor Wolf Riders later, but so be it. You're wasting your time going the wrong way. That's fine by me. If I'm lucky, what I can do is I can lure them this way. Do you think they'll reach me there? Just in case I go a little bit further. So as I do this, I can twist, take my shot, start chipping away the zombie numbers. Good start. And make my way this way and hopefully drag them away from that combat. I think we're fine there. Now spells. We have this combat and we have this combat. They're defense 5, so you probably want to Hex of Ruin them. Rather than doing anything else, just chip the wounds at once. I mean, you don't really. You could just ignore this one and put 2 lots of. They'll become defense 7 with Primal Fear, which isn't quite good enough. So, yeah, I think Hex of Ruin to benefit both of those would probably be the way to go. I mean, there's no need to save. I mean, I'm going to be in a lot of combat, so let's just save our other ones. If we're not going to use them, fantastic. They made the wrong choice. They've come forward, failed to catch my archers, and have not. Well, they could still, in theory, go that way. So we'll see. Maybe I'm tooting my own horn prematurely here. Other ones. 3 dead skellies. Okay, no, they really did just make a silly decision. Good news for me. And then you Hex of Ruin this unit for me. Cripple its defense, so everything here could just hit it on good numbers. Okay, I'm going to have to do something about this now. Well, I might as well at least take the rear charge while I can. Have you, and then maybe put you up there to distract him. Okay, so yeah, let's see if we can get through them. 7 wounds from the trolls, who take effectively no damage. And then here we get to reroll. Oh, because they're backstab. So as long as they don't crumble 1, we've got them. Yeah, so they crumble 1 to 3 and they've got 2 wounds each. So as a 2 or 3 does it for us. And this is pretty trivial. I wouldn't expect the Tyrannosaur to have much difficulty chewing its way through. Yep. So yeah, we started at 5 wounds and we went back up to 6 because of the combat, which is funny. And we'll put a stop to that, thank you. Charges, nothing else I want to do this turn. Have to do something about you, of course. Okay, I'm going to have to stop him. Oh dear. So this is the one downside to this approach. Yes, I could charge him. The Tyrannosaur would win that no problem. But they're going to enter a duel, and my poor Shaman can't possibly win a fight against the Marius the Undying. He's just going to get beaten to death very, very quickly. I think it's still better than letting him, because the damage I take to Nizzle doesn't actually count. He's got infinite HP for our purposes, so putting us up here to charge them is the better option, strange as it is. Spells, do I need any help? Where what? Power 3, which become 4. So it's a trade-off. I can either Hex or Ruin them, or I'll just use Primal Fury. Help them reroll. You'll turn him to face me. Shoot you first. 3 less skeletons. And then around this way. Okay, so can I set up any nice multi-charges here? Probably. You're fast enough that I can get you over here and then twist and hit them in the side. While simultaneously having the trolls hit them in the front, because I don't care if I take you on the front, you can't do any meaningful damage to me. And then these archers, we're not going to have you, lure these zombies around. We're very swift goblins and you're very slow zombies, you'll never catch us. Other things, you've already got Primal Fury. Can I stack Primal Fury? Can I make him power 5? Which would be relevant because it gets into 6, which gets it over the defense. Am I saving it for anything else? Probably don't need it for this, I can just beat them to death, no problem. I mean, this is silly, but I'm just willing to test it. Let's see if he goes up to power 5. Have a look at the bottom left there. No, it doesn't. You can't stack Primal Fury on top of itself and keep benefiting from the power upgrades. You get 1 use only. Good to know. We've learned that lesson for the future. Nice damage there, though. They'll crumble some, and then they'll turn and face me. Oh, blast. I was hoping they wouldn't go first. So you are going to get hit in the back. That's the one thing I was concerned with. As long as I went first, I could charge them, but not like this, I'm afraid. Sorry, guys. This is going to hurt you quite a lot. Let's get you up here and into the flank of that unit. Should be far enough to the side not to be bothered. The downside to this, of course, is that they'll be able to see me, so they could intercept me. I guess I could hit them in the back with the archers. That's an amusing way of doing it, but it's an option. Spell options, they're only defense 3, so they'll already be 6, they don't care. They could use a bit of help to speed things up a bit. Might as well. Just make sure we get through this quickly. And you'll find where you are, because you can hit those. That's annoying. You're gonna hit. Well, actually, it's not annoying at all because you're gonna get exactly as this unit is. You're gonna get killed by. In fact, they're not doing anything because they're stuck in the front arc. They won't be able to legally declare a charge because the front arc is already taken. So they're just gonna stand there achieving nothing. Okay, if you think that's a good use of your time. In fact, what's gonna happen is these are gonna die or hold for a turn, or if not, if they're dead, then I just end up doing this exact engagement again on them. Do I do this? They've already got Primal Fury. Shall I Primal Fury these again so they can kill most of the skeletons? I like that idea. And not really much else to do. Just in case these skeletons are still alive, I'll have you rear charge them to prevent Marius there from being a nuisance. Here we go. So Marius hits us twice. Kills 1 instantly. I still get to hit with it though, so I get 10 hits. This might get rid of most of the skeletons, if not all. Okay, I take 2 damage there, and then the unit is hitting us in the back. It's a draw! Hey, I don't have to roll to run away, I'm actually going to hold in combat. Way to go, goblins. This should be relatively straightforward. 3 hits, which is actually nil. No trolls lost. No hits on the wolves, so if they crumble 3, the unit's gone. Hey, look at that, we managed it. Now it means we have to engage you in combat immediately, which is fine. Intercept. Charge. hit them in the back just to help with the combat res, and you might as well charge in there as well. Do I want to charge these archers in? What would be the point? Well, I don't think they... No, they would take one attack, because these ranks would all hit the one in front, which means I think that one zombie there would get to hit us, and this unit's going to get wiped out in this combat anyway, so... Nah, why lose a goblin shortbow for no reason? Good stuff. Okay, options. No spells here, we use them all. And here, I don't know, we might as well Hex or Ruin something. That unit, it helps us deal with Marius with his amazing defense, I guess. Okay, so Nizzle hits him twice, and he's got bad... Oh, we needed a wound. Now, unfortunately, doing a wound to Marius isn't going to... Oh, God, he's going to instant kill poor Nizzle. So, the way the White Lord works is that he's got his own form of regeneration, which is Eternal Rain. So, the crumble rolls for the unit are reduced by 1, and any damage he specifically takes is just restored at the end of the turn. So, unless you do all 3 wounds in 1 round, you can never kill him, which it theoretically means Nizzle could never ever beat Marius because he's only got 2 attacks. He would never be able to do all 3. Marius has hit him all 4 times and has instantly killed poor Nizzle. Oh well. I think we're still going to win this combat somehow. I lose an extra goblin, that's annoying. The Tyrannosaur, just choose a bunch. They'll never get through him, he's fine. They're going to hit them in the back, which is not a problem. And then the shortbows go for a bit of combat res. It's not going to do any damage to this unit's all dead, but it still counts for this. They crumble 2, which is 1 less because of that. Okay, and now it's a double facing. This unit should just be dead. I don't lose a troll no matter what happens, we don't care. 1 attack onto those, no problem. Great. Okay, just the White Lord here. I don't think there's anything else I can do. Let's just skip charges. There's no spells left because, yeah, I mean, Nizzle didn't have any anyway, so I don't know, maybe you could in theory, if this is, well no, they're routing this turn anyway, it doesn't matter what I do, it's over. Just fight this out and see how many extra Goblin Wolf Riders I lose. No damage to him, that's a good start. I lose, oh I don't lose another one, good, because he's made a good save. 2 there, and then the Tyrannosaur should mean we don't break in combat. They'll crumble a bit. Still him and 1 left. It'll take a while. The Tyrannosaur would eventually eat its way through that unit, but it would just take a while. That went fine. Bit of damage to the Wolf Riders. So yes, we lost Nizzle's Stone Chant, but he doesn't have wounds. He's just going to come back at full next one anyway, so we're basically fine. So, Zizik Rotgloom has levelled. Our new boy. Oh, a better version of Primal Fury. I think I'll take that, because there'll be... I think there's 3 fights when we get to the next act before the next round of buying troops, so I'll have another opportunity to pick up Recruiter. So having the super strong Primal Fury is actually pretty cool. It's basically just Primal Fury, but it adds 2 power instead of 1. But I've been noticing that there are quite a few occasions where I'd actually value that extra one. Backstabbers here is pretty nice. Yeah, we'll get that and that before the end, so I think the rerolls are worth more than the just +1 skill at this point. And then you levelled. Have 4 trolls. I think they're perfectly combat viable at their current size, so this will be useful when we get to the later in the campaign, but for now I want to generate more gold. So we'll go with gold spam. You're full HP, you're full HP, that's enough short bows. You're full HP, you're full HP. This is the one that hurts, because I'd love the extra big stack of cash, but 4 is kind of pants at like doing their job. I lost just 1 too many. I'd take 5, but I guess I'm going to have to... it hurts so much. I want the gold, but come on, we'll go up to... I was kind of hoping for 6 rather than 7, but we'll take what we get. Okay, so here's Act 2. And yeah, I can't fix that. You're stuck with your silly size no matter what I do. Having a look at lay of the land here. We've got 3 fights there, which is good. We're going to, again, prioritise battles over pretty much anything else. So you get 3, you can take an elite. You are stuck going through a camp if you go up there, though, so you might be better off coming down this way. You can go, yeah, fight here. 1 random event. Yeah, I think we'll take this path. So 3 fights, 2 regular fights, a random event. We get an elite there, and then crucially, so what I'm doing is I'm gaming out a way that gets me a maximum number of fights and lands me at this campsite. So after the final row of shops, which is here, the mathematics of what you want to do changes. Ordinarily, you want to, of course, be building gold all the time. But after you cross the last occasion to buy things, why would you want more gold? It becomes irrelevant. So fights after this point before the boss are a terrible idea. That would be atrocious. You're much better off going for campsites. You get healing, and you get either an XP or a double round of healing, so it's the best way to go. Yes, you could, in theory, get some value out of the random event, but it's never going to be as consistent or as good as just going to the campsite and leveling everyone up and getting everyone to max HP. So we want to get to there, and we want to take as many fights as possible. So if we look through, we get 2 there. This is pretty awful. 1, yeah, that's definitely not a good path. So I think we'll go there. That's 3. Shop, 4, 5. 1 random event. Oh, and I could go... Yeah, I can't skip that random event, I'm afraid. I'm going to be forced through it some way. It's either left or up, so makes no difference, and we'll get to them and head over there. That's exactly how we'll handle it. So we'll start here. Okay, going first. This is an elf garrison, so they're going to have a lot of shooting, which is going to be quite annoying for us. We're going to have to rush to them as quickly as we can, and we're going to probably sustain a lot of casualties on this one, I'm just going to be honest. What we can do to somewhat mitigate their annoying shooting output is put our regenerating units in the front. They're not going to be able to kill these units outright. Trolls, they might pick off a troll, but they're definitely not going to be able to kill the defense 6 Tyrannosaur, so putting you there, putting the archers here, you sort of behind him, and I want these close enough to the front that I can spring them forward and reach them back there, but without them being the primary target, so you there, I'm hopeful I can reach whatever's back there. You're just going to inch forward and step into these woods in a second. So something like this. Okay, so there's the arch unit, and there's one. We don't really care about the eagle. Can I reach that in a single turn? Do you think it will be difficult? Not impossible. So let's check. This is what they can see. So currently it looks like they should be shooting all the units I want them to be shooting. So how far can I get? I can get... if I can touch the woods, I should be able to get in there. No, it doesn't count. Somehow I'm not able to... Oh, I can see them. So yeah, I'm just going to spring this unit straight forward. It would involve me going straight into the... they can't win a straight fight with those, they're too tough. So I'll probably spend a turn instead positioning these behind these woods. So that next turn, I do that, I can spring around and get into their flank, which is probably enough. They won't target me because they can't see me, they'll shoot something else. I hope. Let's see if that's correct. That's okay. Okay, so they're going to start firing away. So it's 2s to save. I take 3 wounds instantly. That's pretty bad. I'm now scared that if they shoot me with something else, they might be able to pick me off. They won't shoot me with that one. They won't shoot me with that one because he's stuck. So we're all safe from those, at least for the moment. Who am I going to have deal with you is a question. Probably you after 2 turns. Am I scared if they turn and shoot him, will they be able to finish him off? They really shouldn't mathematically do any more damage. That's an incredibly bad roll. They were owed an average of 1 failed save there, so I'm just going to put you there and think that should be okay. They're now targeting the trolls, which is good. They should bounce off. Yet they do 2 wounds, which is effectively 0 wounds. The only thing that concerns me is if I stay here, what's probably going to end up happening is that annoying crossbow is going to fire into me and pick off the last injured guy. So I'm going to have to flee and get away from that, like so. Shoot at something else, you wretch. Yeah, they turn. He has literally no valid targets because he can't see them because they're in the way and he can't target anything else. So there you go. I've perfectly outmaneuvered their annoying shooting such that they basically did no damage. I'm not going to be able to get you anywhere useful, I'm afraid, so you might as well just stay there for now. Because if I move forward, you're going to get shot by him next turn for no reason. And if I move too far this way, you get shot by the ballista. So just stand there, wait for the ballista to be engaged, and you can come into the game later. Here comes the eagle. He's going to intercept my blasted... I don't want him to be intercepted, that's kind of annoying, so I'm going to come over here and stop that. Annoying, the eagle just barely has line of sight here, so... I can't actually reach him, he's too bloody fast. He's one of the few units in the game that would actually outpace me. I could do this, I take the front charge with Eagle. It's only got 3 attacks, it gets 2 hits. I mean, I might lose 1, which is fine in this case because I want to. So yeah, I'll just give you a fight there if you want it. Oh, and you're still active. Cool, just to start coming around here. Once these annoying archer units have effectively been taken care of, we'll be able to start participating with, you know, shooting things like usual. That'll be next turn, and that'll be next turn. Yeah, so this is going to happen. We knew that was coming, and everybody else is just waiting one more turn to get onto them. Okay, that's definitely never going to happen. It's a bit optimistic of you to think otherwise. These units are all pretty much... Why can... Ah, he can now see me. Okay, that's really not good. In that case, what I might do... Ah, this is going to suck. Okay, so because he's moved him first, I can now draw line of sight. The usual solution to that is I just run this unit into cover here. But I don't want to do that. I want them to come around to hit them in the side. The reason I can't is because if I move first, I'm then no longer in cover from any of these units, and they're going to absolutely destroy me with shooting. So what I need to do probably is put you up here first so you draw their fire. Like so, and then yeah, you'll get shot by them, but I'm fairly confident you just survive it anyway, unless you get very unlucky. Do you want any help here? Shouldn't be necessary, but go on, why not? What's it, defense 4? So you just give us the rerolls just so... It's only got 4 wounds, we should be able to kill it, no problem. So stand there and don't be shot to death, please. Good, they've wasted their turn there, don't have to worry about that one at least. Other things I can do, you might as well just take a shot at those while I'm waiting for them to make a decision. Surely you target that before them. We're never going to engage the weapon masters in combat, there's no reason to. They've done nothing. Okay, that's fine by me, I can still position around to get my flank charge. Means I have to go through these annoying woods, but it's not going to change the outcome. So, I get my flank, which I wanted. Perfect. You're going to get plonked. Again, you can't... With only one guy shooting you, like, yes, I take 0 wounds. In fact, you did nothing. Well done. Other things I can do, I don't know, just head up here and shave a couple of wounds off. Makes it easy when I go in here, I suppose. One guy. Excellent work. They've already been furied, and I can't do it twice. We know that. The trolls have played their part this fight, I guess. Am I going to lose a goblin? Probably. He hit rather well. No, I only took a single wound. Damn it. Do better. Oh, Primal Fury was definitely useful. Yeah, we didn't roll to hit very well at all. Okay, so a lot of this is an easy one. This is an easy one. This I'm less eager about, because that's going to hurt a lot. You're going to take... Because they haven't declared a charge on me. Which means I'm liable to take a lot of damage. Would I rather take 15 shots from their bow and arrow? What's their longbow's power 3? Exactly the same mathematically as engaging them in combat. But then I guess I could take the volley from them and then put them in the side and have him come over. So it sucks, but I think I would rather not be shot this turn. I'll take the exact same amount of damage, but then it's a trade-off. So if I go in this turn, I'll take 15 hits at skill 4, power 3, which is fine. If I stand here, I take 15 hits at skill 4, power 3. And then it's a difference between I get to do my attacks back and try and break them, or get around the side or back of them and have my Tyrannosaur to help me as well. I'll just do it. We can just get in there. We can give us a little bit of magic assistance. I've got them pretty close. Alright, just shoot and run. Now, I know I said I was never going to engage them in combat, but they've only got a single attack out the flank, so just having the trolls eat them is perfectly reasonable. And for our spells, okay, you're going to want a bit of help, because these guys are... They're toughness 4, so we're only defense... We're only power 3, and we'll go up to 4 on the charge, so... We're already re-rolling because of backstabbers, so you would probably want to Hex of Ruin that unit, would be the best use of your time. And if others, we're not going to help you there, you should be fine. And then here, you'd have to spend 2 turns moving around anyway. Here, they're defense 4, and we're not benefiting from backstabbers. So in theory, you could argue that you could use both Hex of Ruin and the rerolls on this one, and just hope they manage over here on their own. I think I will, on account of how hard that's going to be for them. Give them the rerolls. Cripple their defense. Okay, so you should be able to win that now, and I'm just going to hope... If they turn and hit you, so be it. I can't do anything about it. Nizzle does nothing, and the Tyrannosaur takes off 3 wounds. They break. When artillery pieces break, they can't run, so they just die on the spot regardless of how many wounds they have left. For attacks, we're already rerolling because of backstabbers. We get, okay, they roll kind of well. 1 hit back, which we don't take, which helps for combat res. We might break them immediately. We do. Excellent work, with no assistance at all. So the one that needed all the help we gave all the assistance is going to benefit from over here. Good hits, and they're saving on 6s now because I crippled their defense. They hit me a lot of times. Ouch. Yeah, in fact, even with all that help, it was a draw in the end. They really can't take things head on, these Goblin Wolf Riders. They're just too weak. They can't. It's the front arc, so I can't help them there. We'll just let them keep going, because if they go away, why do I risk harming my... Oh, I forgot to charge that one. Funny. Okay, well, good news, guys. I'm going to shoot you to death. I hope it was worth it. They're in, okay, so I'll just charge them in the back in a second. But as I haven't charged them, I can take the opportunity to scrape off a couple extra wounds with these. Why not? 2 less guys to deal with. Over here, okay, so I've got Greater Fury. Again, I might as well just use it here. Just help them not get crushed. And then you can just munch on them. Same deal. Spam magic on them until they regret their life decisions. You can kill them, no problem. Trolls, you're good. You just menacingly eyed up that unit of Saw Masters. Just, I don't know, eat the leftovers, I guess. 666, okay, you're definitely losing combat this time, guys. Ouch. Yeah, it's a good lesson there. No matter how much you help them, really shouldn't be putting Goblin Riders into direct combat. They just can't handle it. No further spells there. Can I get over there to shoot at him? Nope. In fact, that's one of ours. Why would I want to shoot at him? Doesn't rally. You coward. I think he's seen all of his friends die. We'll let him off. Primal Fury. This shouldn't... You literally can't take damage here. They can't do enough to kill you, so help that one out and make sure they go away. Nothing else matters. Yeah, it's just us chewing on. Some poor spearmen. They do 0, which is expected. They hold. How valiant. Yeah, we reroll, and yeah, we just kill a bunch. Be gone. Okay, so we're going to have to heal that. It's a shame because the Goblin Wolf Riders are the units that have the greed on them, so they're the ones we don't want to get hurt because they lose all the gold, but so be it. What are you going to do? They got absolutely thrashed. Bless them. Okay, the Shaman leveled. He can also get the buffed up Primal Fury. I'll probably take Recruiter on you. I don't need that much extra strength. Just having better units coming out is more beneficial. His accompanying Tyrannosaur leveled. Ooh, that's nice. The extra damage is cool. So Serpent Aspect is specifically good on him because his power is so high. Enemies are pretty much always just saving on 6s anyway. They've got no choice. So when they're forced to save on 6s, they're then forced to reroll their successful save. So it synergizes quite well. Am I having difficulty reaching my enemies or getting there? Not really. I'm not taking wounds, we're fine on wounds. So it's a choice between these two. For versatility, getting me where I want to be and having the use of cover and not having to care about terrain, that's excellent. And then this is for like when you actually get there, pure damage output's pretty amazing. I think I'll actually go Jaguar Aspect first, because it's more important that I get him where I want him to be. Once he's there, he's fine. We're not having any difficulty with him being in combat. So just having some extra oomph in combat will come later, but I think this is tactically the better choice for now. Short bows leveled. Bizarre that they're not getting Goblin Greed, they're just getting all the lower tier ones. We're not taking Backstabbers, so just more cash. These Wolf Riders leveled. Skill would be nice. I'll take a bit of skill so they can actually hit things. Yeah, skill combined with Backstabbers means they're going to be hitting things really consistently, so they don't need a lot of help spell-wise, which is cool. They can still take Goblin Greed. These Goblins... I don't think... Can these units just not get them? I'm starting to think that may very well be the case, because I'm just not seeing it come up. No, we don't want Backstabbers on the bloody Archer unit. That would be silly, so just more of them. We won't use it now, we'll use it later, but you're still at full HP, you're still at full HP, you're still at full HP. You're fine, just take more gold. And then this sucks, but we might as well take our extra guys to get us back to a sort of good unit. Yeah, that's fine as it is. I think we'll do one more. Yeah, I think we've got time. We're amassing a lot of cash, but you would expect to with all of our Goblin upgrades. Against a beast herd. Good, we're not going to get shot at so much. So that was tricky for us because it was a lot of shooting where we had to carefully dance around it. This is going to be a melee army, which we can just outposition and slaughter as we see fit. Good news, you're now a jaguar, which means you can ignore... You're a very cat-like Tyrannosaur, so you can ignore terrain and move around this freely. He doesn't suffer from the benefit of halving his movement when in here anymore, so it's just free real estate. Otherwise, yeah, you can kind of be there and distract stuff. Same with the other archer unit. And then you'll be there to pounce on things that come forward, and the same with you, sort of. Trolls, you can just meander your way up here. So there's their fast chariots. They've got a couple of archer units of their own I'll have to deal with. Can I get to them in one turn, do you think? Probably not, let's be honest. I can get to there-ish. I'm doing this because I intentionally want the archers to shoot my trolls because they're just going to bounce off, which is great news for me. I'm now happy to pass a couple turns because they're probably going to target them. Well, it's not a guarantee, actually. I should make sure that I'm being targeted there. If the chariots charge me, that's perfect because I've only got 5 attacks. Or, well, if they'll go from 4 attacks to 6, and I've got 6 wounds. So they could, in theory, kill me. Upside is they'd have to do every single attack to get through, and that's just not going to happen. So who cares? Let's just get up there and get into them. I can even reach the skirmishes if I wanted. I'm not going to be able to charge them, but never mind. I'm just making it again so that their archer units target stuff that they can't hurt, practically. So good news for me. Otherwise, let's start chipping away at them. I'm probably not going to do that because I get too close. I'll be the primary target. So let's just waste time with something else first. I can't really do it because if I get too far forward with anything, they're going to go and trigger, which is kind of annoying. So let's just do some damage here instead. Good. Done. I would really like it if they actually started using their archer units because it's just these... Oh, I can pass. Good. Force them to move. Good, you've targeted the wrong thing. I have a 2+ save because it's defense 6 against power 3 shots. Oh no, I take 2 wounds. However will I withstand it? Please, mercy. I can immediately put one of my wolf riders into the side of that unit, which is good. Is that majority side arc, do you think? Probably, no, not even close. Let's do that a bit more precisely. So I can already see them. So it's definitely majority side. Am I being blocked from the charge? Maybe. Let's get a little bit further forward to make sure I'm not losing the charge here. That's still definitely fine. Front to front. I think we're okay to not get clipped on him. Just push forward a bit just in case. Yeah, that should be okay there. What I'm going to do, in case those chariots come a bit too far forward and scare me, I'm just going to twist myself so I can see over there and hit them. Should be okay there still. Close. I think that's all right there. Give it a go. They're shooting at a unit they can't hurt. Yep, 2 wounds, which is, guess what, 0 wounds. Okay, and I have you. Can you get into their side arc there? Not quite. Even with all your speed. No, that's a front charge. Am I willing to front charge skirmishers? They're very weak. I could kill quite a few of them with my archers as I goes in. I think that's more reasonable than those last rounds I was doing. I was just killing myself for no reason. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this. So let's have you come forward, shoot them, and pick off a couple. That'll be good. It just means I'm less likely to sustain casualties here. Good. That's 4 of their attacks. Here it comes. Okay. Well, who charges who here? I guess depends who goes first. It's going to be a bit of a mess. I get to go first. Okay, I'm going to have you do this, because I don't think there's anything he can do to stop me. Yeah, he's just going to take that on the chin, which is completely irrelevant for me. I'm going to have you charge that, and I'll have you risky. But I think I'm okay to take this, because this will die in 1 turn or thereabouts, so it's not that big a deal. Charge, yeah, meet in the front, you're going to hit them, you're going to hit them. So I'm just worried about what happens in the next turn, so yeah, they're not doing anything useful, don't worry about that. You come over here and start shooting at these. I have Greater Fear in this one. I think I'll use it here, because it gets me to power 6 on the charge, which is 3 over their defense, which is perfect. They've just killed themselves with the trolls, I guess. You don't want to live anymore. Who am I to stop you? I can't reach the back. Well, maybe I can. Even if I could reach the back, I don't want to, because I want to be facing this way for future turns. So, yeah, just sit there and hit them with the side. Their archer unit did nothing because there's nothing it can do. Other things I could do, they've got backstabbers already, so they're already re-rolling. So you'd probably be best off Hex of Ruining this unit. Cripple their defense there. They're going to come around, and annoyingly they'll be able to front charge me there, because once that unit goes out of the way, so I am going to have to take them head on. Nothing I can do about it. Can you get up here to hit anything? Yes. Take that, goatmen. Goblins are better than goats, we all know this to be a fact. Okay, let's see what we do. No help for the Tyrannosaur here, but it's not going to really struggle, is it? Takes some 0 damage. Break, not at all surprising. And here we re-roll, we kill almost all of them. How many do I lose in exchange? None! Excellent save throw. Well done, guys. One guy's running for it. Here, it's 4s, we're re-rolling because we're backstabbers. And I've turned their armour off basically, so just go for it. I do lose one there, which is a shame, but never mind. Yeah, also running. This is going to be a nuisance though, because I'm now going to get hit quite badly. They're going first, so I can't even stop it if I wanted to. So yeah, we'll just have to take it head on. I can't reach anything with you, so that's unfortunate. I'll just have you kill them. I can have them they could just shoot that to death and he can come around and do something more useful. They'll break that, and then if they rally, he can just ping pong straight into them after that, which is convenient. Their archers will go, they'll target him, they won't kill him, which is perfect, so I'm going to pass until they shoot. Yep, good target, guys. You do no damage. Okay, I'll have you start to make your way around here. I guess the hope is to eventually catch that unit of... They might rally, they might not. I think that was that one. Don't really care, just come up here and execute this unit. Can you kill a skirmisher? And skirmisher died 4 times. Spells, Greater Fury, could be useful there because it gives me the rerolls and I get to power 7, which gets me over them. Your, I mean, I could give both Greater Fury and I could have them win that combat, which is very amusing, and not have them run away. Yeah, go on then, let's give them help. So I'll turn you to power 5 and give you rerolls because they're not rerolling because they're in the front. The chariot rallied, who cares? I guess I could just shoot it with this unit. If I can see it, that is. Probably not, let's be honest. See it there. Really? What's your problem? There you go, just have to convince the game that is actually in line of sight. Yep, dead. Tyrannosaur can take those on easily enough. Again, they'll never actually beat it in combat. Can I get to their side arc? Do you think I can get through? I think I'm willing to do that because the next turn I can just get around them. They'll never, because they're not going to hit anything. So, and spells, I'm going to Hex of Ruin this. So they'll be re-rolling everything and doing great in terms of power as well. So how many do I lose? Double 6, fantastic roll. I'll actually win this combat probably. Yep. They countered with an equally fantastic roll. I got 666, but whatever. Yeah, no help for the trolls because I decided they probably didn't need it. They do effectively 0 damage because 2 isn't good enough. They turn and face. Okay, now I might lose a troll. You could go into there, and then that'll allow you to spring onto him later. It's not a bad idea. That'll leave no one to deal with them if they rally, which is a slight hassle. Well, he'll be dead, so that one will probably be able to charge them, and they could charge them. So let's do that. Other things... No, that's okay. He might target and shoot my poor archers, which would be very annoying. So if I do this and put you around here, he should instead prioritise the... I'm actually too close to do what I want there. Let's just get a bit further away. Now we can twist and hit them inside and see that. So that should now be the closest target for you. I hope you take the bait. Re-rolling stuff, I'll probably use that on you now because you need a little bit of help. This is 100% dead regardless of what I do. So just lend them a hand. Ah, they do target my short bows. Blast. I lose a lot of short bows. Fine. You got me there. Good shot. Okay, they do rally, so I'll have someone will turn around and deal with that, I guess. Here, I don't know, just start making your way up, and again, I presume the trolls will eventually win this, so don't worry about it. Not much else to do, let's be honest. It should be relatively straightforward. I don't even lose an extra guy, look at that army, great. Backstabbers, so we reroll. Yeah, they would have killed it all on their own. Yeah. Good rerolls here, help us choose the unit. They get 4 hits. I could, in theory, lose one, but I don't, because we roll sort of okay. So they've done 4 wounds thus far and done 0 damage, because we keep regenerating. Okay, our turn, so I can have... You can kill them, you can kill them. Unfortunately, I can't reach him because I'm blocking my own unit, but oh well. Someone will be able to come up here, and the trolls will probably deal with that, no problem. You can just shoot them to death. So, like so. They're going to turn, which is completely pointless because I can just intercept them with the trolls. They're going to rally, how fun. Tell you what, I can do double whammy here. I can shoot them, and then if there's any left, I can hit them in the back in the next charge phase. Or maybe I won't, because there's still quite a few left and they're only a squishy little unit of archers. I'll consider it. Other things, you can shoot them, but that's a waste. Let's instead have you come over here. It would be great if you could target that unit. Maybe you can. It looks like you sort of can. It definitely looks like it's in the unit. Yeah, it's not going to let me do it. The game tends to be cheeky like this sometimes. No, I can. If you like touch it a bit again, it might give it back to you. No, they're going to roll every save just to annoy me. Okay, if you're going into their back, you're going to their side. Maybe put you into their back instead. Would 3 wolf riders be more or less effective than that many short bows? Oh, we have a spell, that's nice. Don't anticipate a lot of help being needed, to be honest. You're invincible, so don't worry about it. So this one, I guess? Make sure they don't hold you up there, you get stuck. And they're already re-rolling, so it's just for the extra power, which is actually irrelevant because it doesn't get them up to the... That was a completely wasted spell, I'm realising mathematically. It did nothing. Probably would have been better off using it here just to help with the re-rolls and consistency's sake. You've got more hits on the Tyrannosaur. Okay, it doesn't matter, I'm never going to die and they're just going to run away anyway. Okay, so they're going, but not really. I can probably just shoot them with 2 units of archers and then put the Goblin Wolf Riders into their flank, rather than risking the health and safety of my poor little short bows there. I'm happy to put you into the side. You can definitely kill 4 instantly, and you're not going to be doing anything else, so just get rid of them for me, and you continue to be a pest and hack these guys away. They turn and face, cool, don't care. 2 less. Which makes it a lot easier for me to scurry away. And then your turn to do the same. Still long range, because that close and we're still long range, quote unquote. And another one less. I mean, I've only got... One of these guys is wounded, so if I can't get to the back, I might not even bother getting into combat here. Yeah, I'm not why. I could just shoot to death. It's a complete waste of potentially harming myself. No damage. Great work, guys. C'est la vie. Can you kill 4 skirmishers? Yeah, just exactly. Way to go. Masters of doing just good enough. Nizzle. Ah, no damage from Nizzle. Well, the Tyrannosaur eats another 3. Just keep conga lining there. They're wavering this turn, so in the name of just making the game end quicker, I guess I'll just charge here and charge there to just do more casualties, because I've no concern about them turning around and hitting these units, because they literally can't hurt them. In theory, they could kill a troll, but mathematically, what are the odds? One, two, three. Oh, that unit's dead. Great. Nothing else to do. Just skip everything else. I reckon if we do enough damage, then yeah, it'll switch over to routing this turn. Saves us a bit of time. Goodbye, mongrel pack. Yes, Nizzle got a kill. Let's go. Add it to the tally. 4 more for his pet Tyrannosaur. They're broken as well. We always mock the spellcasters and their combat prowess, but over the course of a game with a lot of attacks, they can occasionally, like, you can add up a kill here, a kill there. It's not nothing, I suppose. No levels, bizarrely, as a weird coincidence. So max HP gold, max HP gold, max HP gold, max HP gold. This is fine as arch units goes. I don't need them to do a lot of damage. They're more useful as a distraction and chip unit, and they're doing admirably as they are, so they represent more value to me as a gold generator. And then this one, as always, in misery. We're just a way of being able to do what we really want and generate a lot of gold. So we'll take our... Stop being 3, just be 2, please. Okay, never mind. We're still rich, we're going to have an unbelievable amount of cash. But I think that's where we'll stop there. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. The run will continue, so if you'd like to see more, do like and subscribe. It helps out the channel immensely, and I do really appreciate it. It means a lot. If it's something you particularly want to see, a special kind of SOVL run where you have an idea you'd like to pitch to me, I'm more than happy to take feedback on board, or if there's anything else on the channel that you think might be of interest, please do leave some feedback. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.